Good day, beautiful soul family, and welcome back to On Another Level. And I happily have finished uploading a video which is in two parts, and it's just giving further insight about what's going on, But I don't want to just stop there. It's a need to be able to share what Divine Spirit has in the Bible. Now, there are people who are for the Bible and people who are not for the Bible. This is not about religion, okay? This is about something so much more than anything that divides. But it doesn't matter about anything that does divide and what energy is used to bring forth that division, because nothing can overcome Divine Spirit. Nothing can overcome Divine Spirit. Nothing can overcome Divine Spirit's words, and nothing can overcome us as we go within with self-love, self-care, self-nurture, as we move forward with rebuilding, and actually making that bridge much stronger. Whatever I'm going to turn to in this Bible is pretty much what Divine Spirit is telling me to talk about. And so what I'm seeing here is about Joel. The book of Joel shows us the creator and redeemer, God of all the universe, in complete control of nature. You see, there's nothing that happens in your life that is out of control, as if Divine Spirit is not holding you in the palm, of His hands. We are in a safe place, and the illusion is to think that we are not in this safe place. Just like the illusion is to think that when you look around, and yes, it is a blessing, do not get me wrong, but there are people who feel like, okay, if I don't have this and I don't have that, then I am not truly making it in my life. As if love is only equated with the money that you have in your bank account, and the loving people, loving relationships, hopefully is of love. Notoriety, those are good things, but Divine Spirit is telling me there's so much more. The so much more that Divine Spirit is bringing to my mind is that of which has always been. You see, you may see the different things that are on the surface, but the root has always been there. And because of the root is why we're able to see the surface harvest. Because of love, we're able to be healed. Because of love, we're able to be protected. Because of love, we have motivation when it seems bleak. And so, beautiful soul family, here it says, the book of Joel shows us the creator and redeemer. Redeemer is when something is taken away and you are redeemed, it is given back. So it doesn't matter what happens and what's being taken away. Certain things do have to be taken away because of certain things that are coming into motion. It's like a snapshot. So you have one snapshot of what's going on right now, and then another snapshot of what's going to be happening, and you compare the two. And you're like, okay, this person, or it wasn't even daytime, it was nighttime. Divine Spirit is telling me sometimes it is the nighttime in which your blessings come in. It's not going to be in the daytime where you feel like you're going to be fully awake. And so there are things that are being redeemed, even in the midst of our darkness. So the book of Joel shows us the creator and redeemer, God of all, the universe, in complete control of nature. Joel preached that God of judgment also is a God of mercy, who stands ready to redeem and restore when his people come before him in repentance. This book points to a time when the Spirit of God will be present upon all people, on the day of Pentecost, Peter proclaimed that the new day, a spirit-filled discipleship foretold by Joel, had arrived. And so that is really interesting. So all of Joel, and then here I'm reading, it's been highlighted. I don't know if you can see it, but it's highlighted, and it says, announce a sacred fast, proclaim an assembly, gather the elders and all the residents of the land at the house of the Lord your God, and cry out to the Lord. Immediately, as I said, at the house of the Lord your God. You see, we need to go back to David. Yeah, go to David where he wanted to build a temple. And the Divine Spirit was like, well, I'll let you do the blueprint, but your son Solomon will be the one to manifest the temple. And then even with Solomon, Divine Spirit was speaking to Solomon and telling him that there is no place, that the earth is his footstool. There is no place that can hold Divine Spirit. But this is how you are so beautiful, soul family, and so precious, valuable, worthy, and unique. Here it says, at the house of the Lord your God. The Divine Spirit is telling me that this is the temple. Get away from all that is out there in the world. Disconnect and go within. And cry out from the house of the Lord. And cry out to the Lord. Go within and cry out. This is Joel chapter 1 verse 14. Go residents. No one. You see, in Revelations it talks about everyone. Everyone couldn't buy or sell. Okay? That these ending times are affecting everyone. Okay? And in this case, we are all to fast. Announce a sacred fast, proclaim an assembly, gather the elders and all the residents of the land. I stopped there because the Divine Spirit is saying, going back to Genesis. In Genesis, it was the Cain bloodline that was rejected from the land. And because it was rejected from the land, Cain said, this is too much. And so they went into the land of Nod. They went into Nod, which is more mountainous and hidden. Okay? But it says the residents of the land. That is you and me. You see, I reiterate this. Divine Spirit was showing me that, the wicked, okay, the host, they cannot work with the land of the earth. They cannot work with the earth because they were rejected. They were seen as vagabond and as fugitives. The earth sees this Cain bloodline as vagabonds and fugitives. And it is because especially Cain did not apologize. These people, which you will see will come out from the from that of which is hidden spaces, trying to continue to conceal themselves. They are not sorry for what they did. They are sorry for the fact that they were found out. And so the Divine Spirit says, as we're coming in the different season, we must bring forth a fasting. And this is the announcement. Go within. Yeshua said there's not going to be a church or temple or a high place. I don't think he said church, but he said there's not going to be a high place or a temple to go to. But this is our temple. And as we rebuild the bridge, this fasting is about tearing away things that no longer is meant to go where we're meant to go. You see, this is not about codependency. This is about you going within and you building that relationship with Divine Spirit and you crying out. Going within and saying, Divine Spirit, I need you. As I go within, that is a fast. Going within is disconnecting from the noise that is outside. Disconnecting from computers and phones. Disconnecting from people, from friends and family who say they're for you, but they're not for you. They're for you as long as you're for them. It's not conditional. It's not unconditional. It's very much conditioned. It's strategic. And as you go within, there is that crying out. There is not just the going within. It's at this point, as you're crying out, you're not caring about who is looking at you. They shouldn't even be looking at you because they themselves should be doing the same thing. They should be going within and crying out. Computer's acting up, so I hope this goes through. But I think this is all that needs to be said, beautiful soul family. The next is talking about the day of the Lord. It says, woe because of that day, for the day of the Lord is near and will come as a devastation from the Almighty. Hasn't the food been cut off before our eyes? Joy and gladness from the house of our God. The seeds lie shriveled in their casings. Now look at here. This is talking about that seed bank that I think is in Switzerland or somewhere over there, and it's heavily guarded, and I have spoken about this in many of my videos, okay? Whether it's Miracles Beneath the Surface, Infinite Miracles Beneath the Surface, I've been on YouTube for quite some time, and alone. No one I have worked with. I have been working with Divine Spirit, however, since 2018. I've gone through a lot of things, but I haven't gone through it alone. And because of my passion, I continue to move forward and continue to grow. Self-love, self-care, self-nurture is my message. Here it says, let's get back to it. It's 17. It says, the seeds lie shriveled in their casings. The storehouses are in ruin, and the granaries are broken down because the grain has withered away. How the animals groan. The herds of cattle wander in confusion since they have no pasture. Even the flocks of sheep and goats suffer punishment. I call to you, Lord, for fire has consumed the pastures of the wilderness, and flames have devoured all the trees of the orchard. Even the wild animals cry out to you, for the riverbeds have dried up, and fire has consumed the pastures of the wilderness. Chapter 2 says, blow the horn in Zion. Sound the alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the residents of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord is coming. In fact, it is near. A day of darkness and gloom. A day of clouds and total darkness. Like the dawn spreading over the mountains, a great and strong people appears, such as never existed in the ages past, and never will again in all the generations to come. Beautiful soul family, these are the people that are going within. These are the people that are going according to their purpose. These are the people that are rebuilding their connection to Divine Spirit. Have a beautiful and wonderful day. Namaste.